What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pleeka. I'm Jerome.
And I'm Nick.
And today we're talking about Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. So what'd you think about it?
It was funny. I liked it. I didn't think it was anywhere close to as good as the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Or as funny. This was more. I don't want to say family friendly, but it had more of a touchy-feely story to it.
Yeah, and you're not into that because you don't like to feel things.
Right.
I was thinking you could have learned a few things from this movie, actually.
Oh.
About being like a nice father, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
The whole time they kept making things about what fathers. I go, oh, my father doesn't do that. Interesting.
Wow. What father took you to the fucking movie?
Not you.
Oh.
My other father did.
Interesting. No, I don't mind that, but it's.
You're more into like them talking about balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like balls.
That's more your alley. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I figured you like everything.
Anything Kevin Smith,
Yeah.
I'm into. But
you like Tusk.
I do. I've seen every one of his more recent movies in theaters. From Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back to now, I've seen all of them in theaters.
It's
I
not.
forced you to see Tusk and Yoga Hosers in theaters. I think we were the only two people in Arizona that saw it.
Yoga Hosers was more on par with this, I think. I like this better than Yoga Hosers, but I didn't think Yoga Hosers was bad necessarily. Tusk was just weird.
I love Tusk because of how weird it is. But so let's go. So the story of Jay and Silent Bob Reboot is, Hollywood's making a reboot of Blunt Man and Chronic, so they're going there, which I think this was his original plan, was to do the same exact movie, which you can kind of see. But then he did twist in the storyline of Jay and his daughter and all that, which I really did like, because you got to see Jay, Jason Mewes in all the movies, but you get to see him actually act, and he was goofy, but with that too.
Yeah.
And I thought it was cool because it was you got to see a different version of Jay a little bit.
Yeah, older with a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and surprised on him.
I really liked his banter with his daughter, with Harley Quinn Smith.
I thought she was really good.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Because she didn't have to. I don't know. She kind of played a Jay character a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Like a smarter Jay.
I would really like, because they're gonna do Clerks 3 now, to see her in Clerks 3, being outside the convenience store with them.
Well, as she says, Kevin Smith puts his daughter in all her movies. So
I loved that line. Yeah, there's so many little lines to other movies, his universe, that I just love. There's a joke about the challenge in there. They had Johnny Bananas in it, and as everybody's fighting at the convention, he goes, "Wow, this is bananas,"
which is explains his tweet before the.
Yeah, there's so many stupid little lines like that I just love.
I liked all the cameos too. There was a shit ton.
Yeah.
And I didn't know any of them ahead of time. I knew Ben Affleck and Matt Damon were going to be. I didn't really get Matt Damon's story thing in this, but
I think it was just to have him in the movie.
Yeah,
it was. He was just there because he kind of narrated. I actually thought that was going to pop up more and have him narrate.
I expected him to show up again.
I thought he was going to be. I assumed he was the reason the guy got caught with the weed and the cops and all that, and I thought that was he was going to slow them down. On
I expected more, but then I get it too. He's probably actually doing real movies.
Yeah, I really liked though with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. They both made jokes about a bunch of their movies.
Yeah,
which was great.
The best one was in the credits.
Which one was in the credits? When he says, "Ben Affleck, you're the bomb as Batman, yo." Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah,
I believe. That was my tweet after seeing Batman v Superman, because I usually take an Instagram picture of the movie. I used to do that. And I believe my Instagram thing is Affleck, you the bomb as Batman, yo.
Did he like it?
No, I don't think he ever saw it. No one ever saw it. How many times have we watched Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back? Or I've watched it by myself, and I videoed the scene of them saying Affleck, you the bomb in Phantoms, yo, and I've just sent it to you.
100?
I almost wanted to do it today, but we watched it beforehand.
I was glad we watched it beforehand. When I got home from work, and I was like, I don't want to watch fucking 2 movies. You know what I mean? I got other shit I want to do. But then we sat down and watched it, and then when we got to the theater, I was glad I did, because some of them was line for line.
Yeah.
Not that I wouldn't have remembered that,
but it was better literally just watching it.
It was fresh in my head, yeah.
Do you have a favorite part of the movie, or a favorite cameo or anything like that?
I really like Jason Lee.
Yeah, I love him. My one thing that was disappointing in the movie, which I totally guess was not even that bad, is that a lot of the cameos were like you can tell like not a lot of the actors were in like with the Bloodman and Chronic thing. Most of Bonois and those people never saw each other.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I wish there could have been more interaction with the cameos, but I get the way he was filming it, and like he was filming like New Orleans, you know, that like he couldn't get everybody together. So I'm hoping if he does stuff like that, like have Ben Affleck show up in Clerks 3 or people like that, it feels more like a movie with them together.
Yeah.
But even then, I still loved seeing everybody, so like it wasn't even that big a deal.
It was good. It was cool. It was cool seeing like the old jokes and the same stuff,
even
but
just
different.
seeing the old characters, like seeing an update on Holden and like, oh, now he's got a kid and all that, and like Alyssa's got a Netflix show coming out with that and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was cool. I think I wanted more like, I don't know. I liked it, so I don't want to come across as like I didn't like it, but I just didn't think it was as good as the first one, or anywhere close.
Anywhere close?
No. Well, because you got to remember when I went and saw the first one.
Well, I saw it with you.
Yeah, but
like you were by yourself. I was a little boy in that theater with you.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of it probably went over your head. Because you weren't watching Clerks at that point. You were watching. You might have watched. Like,
I think I probably only seen Mallrats at that point.
Yeah. And there was just like a giant 2-hour inside joke to all his stuff. It was just so.
Yeah.
It was so hilarious to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've probably watched that movie. I haven't seen it in years.
It's because of you that I was in love with Kevin Smith. I've watched his movies literally my entire life.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm to blame. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I love his movies.
Mm-hmm.
But I get it too. Now he's a dad. He's got a daughter. So that's where it comes from, and that's where it is. And you know, everything can't go your way. So I mean, but I still enjoyed the movie.
Part of me I was a little worried about it being too similar to Strike Back. So I actually really liked like when they run into the clans thing and stuff like that. And like I liked how you mentioned they had the Fletch scene with Ralph Garman. They get the credit card information and all that.
Oh yeah.
And like the clan scene, I forget what movie, but he stole that from another movie too. Like 'cause he watched it with his dad.
Oh,
there was a lot, and there was so much stuff like that made it so different. And the whole Comic-Con at the end, like
that Captain Chaos with the Cannonball Run.
Yeah, I really liked though that
I kind of wondered like if people.
Like there's a lot of jokes that I was like, is someone gonna get that?
Yeah, like I don't think any like the Underwood.
I wouldn't have known the Fletch thing if it wasn't for you.
Yeah.
But like and like I really like the twist at the end with the little Chinese girl whispering the whole time.
Oh yeah,
with her being a Russian spy and all that.
I didn't see that coming, and I didn't know where the movie was going. So
yeah, I didn't either. And they get on stage, I was like, oh, okay, like, is it just gonna end with them like happy? And then it turns into all that, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. I love it.
I stopped pretending to figure out why she had a Russian accent, so I was just like going with it.
I see part of it I like too. I really like Jason Mewes interacting with all those girls when he's like, "Stop being so fucking creepy," and like just how like he cursed at them so much, and it was just so funny to me. All that.
Oh, that was really funny. Yeah.
I really liked his banter with all the girls. I like Silent Bob texting. It took him like 7 years to put every emoji.
Yeah, I think he might have done that maybe one too many times.
I really loved too when they had Val Kilmer do it, and he was
that
like,
was funny. That was funny.
That was really, really good. I'm trying to think of other really, really good moments I liked.
It kind of blends together because it's such a little, like a road movie. You know what I mean? Everything just goes together.
That's and it's something we just saw. I definitely want to see it again when they come here, and then like it'll be in theaters again. I want to go see it again. Unfortunately, we just watched both of them, so I don't want to go to the Thursday showing and see them both again.
No.
That'd be a bit long. Although I might show up to get a poster since people took multiple posters as assholes. What do you think about? Do you think they're gonna even mention it or anything? And in the beginning of the movie, the police show up and they go into Cocksmoker, and they arrest Dante. And he's like, "Is this about Randall? I'll take you to where Randall is."
Oh.
But do you think like he kidnapped him or something? Like has him held somewhere? Like what was that about?
I just assumed it was his day off, and he's
because like I know Randall wasn't in the movie because he was fighting with Kevin Smith, and now they're okay, so they'll be in Clerks 3.
Right.
So like, are they just gonna say maybe that like when that happened he had his heart attack because that's what Clerks 3 is gonna be about, or?
Oh, maybe.
I heard the line and I was like, whoa, what's that? What does that mean? That's like and like they never mention it again in the movie.
I just assumed that he was turning on Randall right away because Randall's a dick.
Well, but he said I can take you to where he is.
Well, I just figured he's at home.
Oh.
But I did like when he said we've been getting up every night and putting gum
for
in the lock.
25 years we've been putting gum in that guy's
It
locks.
is hard to believe it's been 25 years.
Yeah.
How old are you?
24.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm 1 year shy of being able to watch this since like being born when they came out and watching them as a baby.
Yeah, and I mean, Clerks isn't something that a little kid's gonna find funny. except for 37 Dicks.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I think that's why I liked Mallrats. And then you made me go see Jane and Silent Bob Strike Back in theaters, and I didn't know what it was, but I was happy to go to the movies because it's the movie theater.
Right. You used to
And
watch a
then-
lot of Chasing Amy.
I love that. And then
I was kidding.
and I didn't watch Chasing Amy actually until I was older. Then I watched it. And I was like, wow, I really love this too. And then we saw Clerks 2 in theaters.
Yeah, I mean, I used to rewatch the animated series like all the time. I love that.
That was it too. Mallrats in the animated series, I'd watch with you all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really good. It was cool just to see like all that again.
Did you see they had pins on their hats? I think Jay's was Who's Driving? Oh my God, Bear's Driving.
Oh no, I didn't notice.
I
That. There was so much
I think
shit like that.
there's another pin like that. That was
Like
like
the whole
just
time they're
animated
driving
series.
that van that Buddy Christ was on the.
I saw that. Yeah. I'm trying to think of any other really good Easter eggs. You didn't answer. Do you have a favorite cameo?
I said Jason Lee, but
That's not. I don't count that as a cameo. I guess that is a cameo. But I'm
Yeah.
thinking more of like a Chris Hemsworth or.
Chris Hemsworth was really funny.
I like too. There was a running joke about how all the girls just wanted to blow him and have sex with him, and they'd ride him till they're Thor.
It was almost creepy.
Because there's stuff like that. Like it's weird, and I only think about it because like he's making a movie about his daughter. Like in Yoga Hosers or this, anything semi-sexual comes up or her dating a guy. I'm like, is that weird for him to write the movie about his daughter going to date someone or whatever?
I hope so.
Because it seems odd. Like he's like his writing to make his daughter say, "I want to ride Chris Hemsworth from Thor," which I know he's probably thinking, "Oh, he thought of the joke and just put it in there, had her say it."
But she does want.
Because I think I've heard him say that on a podcast that he wants to ride Chris Hemsworth who's Thor.
I liked how Chris Hemsworth said, "And don't say that."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so would you recommend people like say they go to their town, go see it?
Yeah, I would recommend it.
I think if you're a Kevin Smith fan, you'll absolutely enjoy the movie.
Yeah, and I think most I mean, there's not people that are like not into Kevin. Like if you like him, you're really into him.
Yeah.
There's not like people. Yeah, I saw Clerks and Clerks 2, but I never saw Dogma.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean? That you either see all of this shit or you don't see any of
or you
it.
don't care at all, and you're probably not even watching this video. So you don't
Or
care
you
at
just
all.
watch Cop Out and say that's it.
I like that too. That they made Kevin Smith the director of Bluntman v. Chronic.
Yeah,
And
then
they mentioned Tusk and James and Bob said how stupid it was. They kept calling him Kevin James, which I thought was really funny.
Yeah, that was. I almost thought Kevin James was gonna show up.
I did too. I was expecting a cameo from him.
Yeah.
Like the entire movie, because they mentioned it so many times.
Because it'd have been hilarious if he'd have been dressed up as Silent Bob.
Yeah, like I expected him totally at the con.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed wasn't. Was there
Yeah.
anybody that you were disappointed that wasn't in it, or like any cameo that you were like, oh, maybe this guy will show up or whatever?
Yeah, there was, and now I can't think of it. Well, I mean, I wanted to see Randall, but I knew he was gonna be in it.
Yeah.
I
I was hoping Grant Gustin or like someone from
Oh
Flash.
yeah, Grant Gustin
'Cause
or
he got a bunch of. I think it's because he's been directing more super early, so he's like, "Hey, you guys want to come do it?"
yeah. I actually was thinking Grant Gustin was gonna be in it.
Mhm.
In fact, when they show Supergirl,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's Val Kilmer, and I'm like, oh, it's like who's gonna be Cockknocker?
Yeah, I saw. What's her name? Shannon Doherty was gonna be Cockknocker according to Kevin Smith, but because like scheduling stuff, and then I think because she was sick, I think she just got over like cancer.
Oh yeah,
And stuff like that?
So, yeah.
But I don't know if it was because of that or scheduling. She was supposed to be Cockknocker in the movie in the reboot, but then she couldn't make it. So I think that's probably why they only had the fist.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for Grant Gustin or Harrison Wells.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was hoping
I
for
always
both. I
forget
mean,
his
on
real name.
IMDb for the longest time, they were in the IMDb for,
Oh really?
DB for this movie.
What's Harrison Wells' real name? Wow, you're
Tom
good.
Cavanaugh. Oh, sorry, I totally spaced it. But yeah, I really enjoyed the movie. I really want to see it again.
I would see it again for free.
I was happy like there's another View Askew universe movie
like if
because there hasn't been one in so long. It's like nice to be like, oh, there's another one after Clerks 2.
couldn't you just like retroactively put like Tusk in there?
Yeah, now that it's referenced in this, I guess kind of. I mean, he
Yeah.
was gonna. I don't know if he's still ever gonna make it, but he was gonna make Moose Jaws, and Jane and Silent Bob were gonna show up in Moose Jaws, and that was gonna like connect the universes. He did connect us to Zack and Miri make a porno.
Oh right.
Because that was that. Justin Long plays Brandon St. Clary, in that movie, and now he's a lawyer, I guess, instead of a gay porn star.
Right.
So he was in this too, the same character.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
I
that-
didn't catch
that
I
connects
haven't
those.
watched that one in forever.
Oh, that's another one of his that I watch a lot.
Like to be honest, like you've watched a lot more of Kevin Smith stuff since Jane Silent Bob,
Mhm.
whereas I've seen some stuff, but
Mhm. Like
And-
I listen to every podcast and
Yeah, I haven't kept up as much as I used to.
Mhm.
You know, you start making movies about walruses, and I lose a little interest. For fuck's sake.
I was wondering if they're gonna make any jokes about that. Once I knew that he was gonna be the director of it.
Yeah, it was pretty funny about them making fun of him. But you know, I mean, they do that a lot.
Yeah, I like the twist on two when they say George Lucas gonna sue somebody. He comes in as Iron Man. And he's like, "Oh, Marvel's gonna sue somebody."
Yeah.
I was expecting Chris Rock to be in it also,
Oh, Chris
especially because
Rock,
like Chris Rock directed it first thing, and he credited Kevin Smith as like being one person that like helped him and made him want to direct and stuff like that.
right.
There's a couple people like that I was like, oh, they were in it. That's
probably-
kind of surprising.
He's probably too busy making Saw.
Oh yeah, I forget he's doing a Saw movie. That's so weird.
I'm actually gonna want to see that.
I do too, because I'm like, what the Chris Rock doing
I-
a Saw?
There's not a Saw movie I wanted to ever see.
Yeah, I watched the last one. Holy shit, that's a bad movie.
I think the first one I liked because it was
the
like
first
so,
one's good, and the
'cause it was
second one's
so-
like, oh, this is just a gore, interesting, whatever.
because the first one was different
Yeah,
and it was out there. But if Chris Rock's doing it, I at least gotta check it out.
yeah. It's like so it's supposed to be a spin-off too, so I don't even know if it's like just in the universe or if it's
Yeah.
weird. Any last things you want to say about Jane Silent Bob Reboot?
Snoochie Boochies.
Oh, well, there you go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe, comment down below if you saw it, what you thought about it, and we'll see you guys next time.